What's up, everyone? Today we're gonna go into Dezerland. It's a great place to go if you're taking a rest day from the parks or a rain day and you don't want to just sit around the resort. It's got all kinds of stuff to do. There's something for everyone. So we're gonna go inside, check out everything there is to see and to do outside the parks. Still have a family fun day and not be so stressed out running around everywhere. More relaxed. If you've never heard of Dezerland, it's one of Florida's biggest indoor entertainment complexes. So there's shopping, there's eating, there's car museum, games, bowling, all kinds of stuff. So we'll go inside, kind of show you a little bit of what there is on each item, and yeah, let you see what there is so you can plan your family day together. A little something for everyone. So when you first come in, you will see a large amount of cars. But don't be fooled, this is nothing compared to what they have in the museum. They have well over 2,000 vehicles here, and the estimated value is somewhere around $200 to $250 million. They have a lot of cars from films. See if I can get zoomed in on this one. There's the Nautilus from, I think that's what it was called, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a big James Dean one right beside it. Beside that, see if I can zoom in a little bit better. There's a car with a Marilyn Monroe head. And then a little bit further, you got the Mystery Machine. How cool is that? That's like my dream vehicle is Mystery Machine. Here's some more classic cars. And the cool thing is we ain't even in the museum. So we've done the museum before. They have the museum, and you can do VIP tours where you actually get to sit in some of the vehicles. A lot of movie themed vehicles. If you're a car person, definitely worth doing. I would recommend a VIP. I haven't done that one yet, but a little way to soften the budget some is always look on Groupon. They're usually running all kinds of specials and deals on Groupon. And check this out. So this is where all the food is down this way, which we'll check that out, but you can grab a bite to eat and then get to sit in a classic car. How cool is that? Check out this pink 50s pink classic car that's also a boot. I mean, that's rad. How can you not like that? Even if you're not a car person, you have to like that. It's just cool. Check out this pink, I think it's a Volkswagen Bug, but it's made into a rat. I think it's an ode to rat pink. I'm not sure, but it's pretty cool. Whoa! Extreme close up. If you're from the 80s, you'll know what that is. Sorry. Just kind of had to do that. It happened. But so as you're walking around, there's lots of cars in that you can see without even going into the museum. And we'll show you some more. We're not just going to focus on cars. We're going to show you everything there is to do here because there's so much to do. So right now, we're walking down what I call Restaurant Alley. I don't know if that's what they actually call it. But we'll kind of show you some of the restaurants they have. We got Burger Corner. They have a little bit of something for everyone. Ice cream. I've got pizza from here before. It's a pretty solid slice. I mean, it's nothing like you're not in New York or Detroit, but for this kind of place, they have a pretty solid slice of pizza. You know, if you're feeling pizza, definitely get a slice. So another fun activity, which kind of goes along with the car theme, is right behind me. It's go-kart tracks. These things go pretty quick too. I don't know the exact speed that they go. I've seen them zipping around. They go pretty quick. They got two separate tracks. There's one right there behind me, and then there's one over on this side. I don't know if they run both tracks every day or if it alternates. It looks like they run both. So, you know, check out some cars and then you can go karting. Here's a screen with some of the pricing on it for you. So kartings are going to be about $29. Bowling, you can go 30 minutes or 60 minutes, looking at $30 or $50. That's a little high, I think. Then they got the arcades, bumper cars, laser tag. You guys can kind of pause it and look at the prices. So check this out. Here's a rocket-powered tank car monstrosity. I'm sure it's from a movie or something. I don't know what, but that thing's cool. If you're an 80s baby like me, you gotta love pinball. I mean, you just have to. That's what we grew up on, pinballs and arcades. So they have a retro, it's called Ready to Flip, and it's all day play. Video games and pinball, 1995. You can't beat that. And it has a decent collection. Me and the kids have went here before and played. It has a pretty decent collection of arcade games and pinball. I don't know if I can walk through without getting a wristband, but if I can, I'll walk through and show you guys some of them. They got some good classics and some newer ones. Here's some pretty old ones over here. Here's some of the newer ones. They also got billiards and console play over here. So they didn't have the console play last time I was here. They got a little snack bar, so, and a little sitting area. Looks like, you know, retro. So yeah, there's a lot of cool games, and the cool thing about this is if you get your wristband and you're gonna hang out here all day doing different things, you can come in, play for an hour or two, leave, 20 minutes, come and go. So it's something you can kind of use throughout the day, however you want. And you pay once and you just come and go. So I like that aspect of it for sure. Another cool thing they have, like I said, there's all kinds of stuff to do here, is glow in the dark mini golf, which we have not done this, but me and Candy are doing a series with mini golf courses around Orlando. So probably gonna check it out, add that to that collection. We're just not gonna play today. And then, you know, after you run around doing all this stuff in Dezerland, comes the end of the night, if you want to watch a movie, they even have a cinema in here, and it's an XD cinema. So pretty sure they have the 4D simulators in here. That's, you know, like I said, tons of stuff you can do. If you want to get a cool souvenir family photo that you can kind of mark the date forever, you can come here, Old Time Photo Studio. Pick your outfits, your props, your background, and get a cool family momentum of your trip. Right beside that is the brass axe, which, as you probably assume, is axe throwing. But they also have virtual reality over here, so kind of cool. And I think they have combo packs. Let's see. We got digital darts, bowling. Here's the prices of everything. Right beside the brass axe, they got Toxic Blaster Arena, where I think it's laser tag, but it also has some pellets up in the gun right here. So maybe it's water too. I don't know, but there's a QR code right there. I'll freeze on it for a second. If you want to scan that, you can get ticket prices and a lot more info about it. So, I know I've shown a lot of cars, but this one's super cool. Reminds me of Roger Rabbit. It's not actually a Roger Rabbit car, but it's got that very toony feel. Reminds me of Roger Rabbit. And then right over here is the Mad magazine car. That thing is sweet. So this car right here is like Candy's dreams. When I say dreams, I mean nightmares. A funny story about clowns and candy. We were on an anniversary trip in North Carolina, going to the land of Oz, which is way up on a mountain. That was mistake number one, because she gets altitude sickness, so she did not do well with that. And then you go through this wonky house, which messes with your equilibrium even more. That wasn't good. But that was when It Chapter 1 came out. I'm a big Stephen King fan, big horror fan. Of course, I'm like, we're going to see it in the theaters. The night before, though, we had to watch the original It. So I wake up and she's having nightmares, and she's like, I had the worst dreams ever. She's like, the clown ripped your head off and killed you, and then he climbed on top of me and was saying, kissy, 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 with his big sharp teeth. I was like, what did you do? She's like, I kissed him because I didn't know what to do. She was literally almost crying. It was the funniest thing ever. So technically she cheated on me with the clown in her dreams. Now this car is pretty cool. It's like a boat and car, and it kind of looks like it came out of SpongeBob SquarePants, which I'm not a big fan of that show, but it just looks like it could be in SpongeBob SquarePants. So I would dig this thing. I'd drive it down the road. I'd drive it in the water. I'd go everywhere in this. I'd feel invincible. And if you love claw machines or there's little capsule balls, this is a must-do. Trend twist. We're gonna kind of walk through and check out all the machines. Speaking of SpongeBob, look right there. I knew that was his car. We got plenty of Hello Kitty and Sanrio. Some more SpongeBob. Capybara. Even got some Labubus over here. I don't know if they're real or not, but you got the web head himself. Very excited for the new movie coming out next month or end of this month. Some more capybaras. I love capybaras. And then the capsule machines, they got all kinds. Hello Kitty, little Labubu-ish things. They're not really Labubus. Wallace and Gromit, Stitch. Even got some Pokemon over here. Charizard, top. some of the Disney princesses, because you're in Florida, you don't get away from them. And then if you play Magic the Gathering, collect Pokemon cards, Lorcana, any of that fun stuff, collect pops, this is the place you want to stop and check out. Geeks United, they got plenty of packs in there. They got some pops. I'm not going to go in because they're playing games and I don't want to disturb them because that would just be rude. So let's go to the next section. You have someone that loves to shop and they're kind of bored because you're having so much fun and they're like, I just want to shop. Come in the Dezerland store. There's plenty to look at. Find souvenirs for everybody. Of course, they got the Disney merch. Check these out. Here's some cool die-cast Batmobiles. If you're a James Bond fan, they got you covered too. They have another area in here, which I'll show you if you're a James Bond fan, that you'll really love. F1 die-cast, and they got a little Back to the Future die-cast over there. That's pretty cool. Jurassic Park beside it. Check this out. They actually got State Puff Marshmallow scene with the Ecto 1. All comes in this little box right here. $60. That's not too bad. It's kind of pricey. It's a lot of cardboard, but it's a Ghostbuster, so it's cool either way. You got some picture frames for the old time photo shoot. Then they got tank tops right beside some sweatshirts, because Florida weather is bipolar. I found this cool Jaws bank. I believe it's a bank, yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Check this out. You can even get your photo taken with one of these cool birds. Blueberry, Maui, Christmas, Cocoa, Lemon, Mango and Tango, or Sky. Hi, pretty birdie. Hi, pretty birdie. Which one's that? That one is Maui. Yep, that's Maui. Say hi, Maui. So, like I said, I got something else for you if you're a 007 James Bond fan. They have the James Bond Museum, which I think that's part of, it used to be part of the admission with the Dezerland Museum, but they also have the 007 Bond bar and restaurant now. So it's kind of cool. Here's a tank. I believe it's from 007. It's with his exhibit. Yep. There it is right here, GoldenEye. 1995. There's a 343 on it. And if you like arcades, they have a huge arcade. And if you're local, there's something really cool too, which we'll go over and get a shot of the pricing. I'm not going to go in there. It's very loud. It's probably very loud even from where I am, but I'm just going to kind of walk the perimeter so you can see they have a ton of different games. and multiple pricing options. You can get it to where you can play for the day. They even have a monthly option, so that's kind of cool. But we'll go check that out here in a minute once we get to the end of this thing. Did I say it's big yet? It's big. You like racing? They got racing. Looks like they're about to bring on some new racing simulators in there. Look, $30 a month if you pay annually. That's kind of a lot up front, but so for $40 you can play all month if you're local. That ain't bad. That's like $10 a week if you like arcades. My kids love arcades, so they'd probably really be into that. Might tell them, I don't know. But or if you're here, you know, from overseas and you're gonna be here for a month, you like arcades, you want to hang out every couple of days, might not be a bad price. Get it for a month. I'm an 80s baby, so you know, anything from my childhood, which the Flintstones are from my childhood, and they got one heck of a Flintstone vehicle exhibit here. And the best part is, this is on the outside of the museum, so all the cars that you've seen, and we didn't show that many at all that you can see just walking around. We didn't pay for anything. We're just here walking around, kind of hanging out. So like, if you just want to check out some cars on a rainy day and you don't really want to spend any money, or you know, you want to go play pinball or something, get the pinball arcade pass for 20 bucks. You can come and go as you wish, watch a movie, check out cars. There's tons of cars you can see for free. If you're really into cars, I highly recommend walking the museum. It's well worth it. But as promised, check out these Flintstone vehicles. They're so cool. Little flying bike. Maserati. That thing is rad. Some serious work went into making that for sure. It's probably all sculpted out of foam, I would think, because otherwise it would just be way too heavy. Another area, they still got more coming. The tree bird. He's kind of got an F1 vibe to it. The Flintstones car. I mean, come on. How classic is that? Yabba dabba doo now. Bedrock Police over here. We got a little Bedrock Beetle kind of car right here. That's kind of cool. And this one looks a little like a seashell to me. But oh, yep, see, I called it. Looks like a seashell. It's got seashell seats. Valley would love this one. She'd be telling me, dude, that's my car. I'm telling you. Yeah, that just hits me in the feels. Brings me back to my childhood. I love it. Hope you guys enjoy it. I love it. I love all that Hanna-Barbera stuff. If you're shopping for a classic car, they do have a showroom here, and it's not open right now. Actually, it looks like there might be a DeLorean in it. I can kind of see through the window. That's interesting. You do have some classic cars right here that are for sale. So check out some cars. Who knows? Maybe buy one. Take it home. Get ready for the car shows. Hit Old Town. Got this really cool old vintage carousel. It's not going right now. Not operational, I should say. I don't know if it's only run certain hours or if it's just not running at all right now. Here's some more of the car museums. Kind of look through the gate, take a little peek. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, you might know what this is. Got a flying car. And if the whole family's arguing and fighting, throw them into bumper cars, smash it out, demolition derby style. And every arcade has to have prizes for your tickets. So here's a prize booth. And last but not least, they even have bowling. And check this out. If you have a little one with you, you're gonna like this. They got these little dragons that you sit up by the lane. And the little ones can put their ball right here and roll it down the lane. Each lane even has its own TV screen or projection screen. So you can put a game on, put a movie on, all while you're bowling. Pretty rad. So I hope you enjoyed our video on Dezerland. We enjoyed making it. And as you can see, there's tons of stuff to do here. Leave a comment below. Tell us what your favorite thing to do would be. And look at all these VWs behind us. That's a whole lot of peace, love, and happiness. So until the next one, we're wishing everyone peace, love, and happiness. And catch you in the next video.
Through this life, saying see ya again.